find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 64 yards. And the Panthers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get out near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's McCarthy. He's across midfield. That's some space here. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down at the 21 or 22. He'll wind end up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And he had to fit that into a pretty tight window. In the middle, and Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Following the interception, Young. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And the defense closes quickly there and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ready, set.
The play fake, now Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third.
Let's go now. Ready?
Young will set to throw. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 11. Looking to throw McCarthy. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Tershawn Wharton forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Tershawn Wharton, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now it's Horn. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, Frank.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll have a second and 1 forthcoming.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Set, ready. Set.
Young now. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier. This had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
They run here with Dowdle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now a second and 10.
Ready. Cut.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Down. Blaster. 50. Green. Set.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they can't bring him down. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Still shedding tackles. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To the air with McCarthy. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
And goal to go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Will Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Young.
24-yard line.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Come on, set. Red, 30, cut.
Throwing, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had that maybe a little before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 112 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Liggett. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On the double. 6, mega. Here we go. Hut.
Young to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's now 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Patrick Jones drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 1. This one brought in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Bobby Brown on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready?
Here's Young. Sliding out of the pocket. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Red blue 32. Ready.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point. Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on, Sam.
They go play action. Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Leggett. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Ready. 10 cycles. Red cycle. Ready?
Young. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Young working out of the gun. And this one is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Tershawn Wharton in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We might more Power Rangers. March also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Keep it up, touch on my baby.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Trouble, 38. Here we go. Snap, ready.
Now Young. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now here's Young. That's over the middle. It's Tyrone Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And here we are in the fourth quarter. Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the give, this is Hubbard. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looking to throw, Young to the left side. He's got Sanders. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Set punt. Green jack. Blue 32. Red cycle. Ready.
Young to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, good move. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here comes second down. Throwing is McCarthy. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. I thought they were going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, Jones. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down about the 19.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Check out.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Pardon me, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Record on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they will take the lead in the absolutely loves it as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments.
Celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Young.
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
It's second down.
Wide open.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.